Mark, a new look ACC. We got 15 teams. Louisville coming in next year. Give me your take on where the ACC is going now.
Well, I think with the addition of the new schools from the Big East and the returning schools, obviously from a great league already, to me, the ACC clearly becomes the best basketball league in the country. And I think there's a gap between our league and everybody else. When you look at the tradition, the history, the success, the coaches, the Hall of Fame, the NBA players, the NCAA tournament success, it never ends. So from a competitive standpoint, it's going to be tough, but it's going to be fun. But I think it's clearly the best basketball league.
There's been a lot of talk about where this conference grows in terms of the ACC tournament. Greensboro has been a great home, but I know some of these coaches, especially from the Northeast, would love to see it in New York or somewhere up north.
Well, I don't think it's just the coaches from the Northeast. I think when you look at a strategy of, kind of staking a claim that you are the best basketball league, you can't replace the Garden and the media market of New York City. Even what that says nationally to kids, it is New York City. Greensboro's phenomenal. I loved Greensboro. I actually loved Atlanta last year. It was good. But I think there's a general consensus from the coaches that I think even being in New York can elevate our league even to another level. So, we'll see what happens.
You think it could happen in the next few years?
I would like to see it happen. I like being in North Carolina. I like the tournament 1 hour away. Selfishly, for me, it's better to be in Greensboro.
Certainly a ton of Wolfpack fans show up when it's
there. And there is. And so, but I think that all of us in the league have to look out for what's best for the league. And, from a recruiting standpoint, we want to dominate as a conference America. We want the best players in all of America to come to the ACC. And so I think for each coach, we have a responsibility not only to look out for our own interest, because for NC State, being in Greensboro is phenomenal. But when you look at what's best for the league in a big picture and looking outside the box, and I want to recruit the best players in the country, not just along the Eastern Seaboard, New York can change that. And being on that platform, on that stage, could potentially be something very strong for the ACC.
When you've mentioned this perhaps to alumni and Wolfpack fans, what's their reaction?
Well, I think most people, even Wolfpack fans, your first thought is to think of ourselves. Okay, what's best for us? What's the best for me? It's easy to get in my car and drive to Greensboro. And there's merit to that. And I think Greensboro's been a phenomenal city over the years, much longer than I've been in the league, so maybe I don't appreciate that as much. But again, I think what's important for even the Wolfpack fans or any fans, Tar Heel fans, Duke fans, Wake Forest fans, is trying to figure out strategically, okay, how do we take now what we think is the best basketball conference in America and clearly become that?
Right.
Is New York City involved in that equation? It's something that certainly needs looking at.